Okay guys, let's have a look at this little intro sheet then. Just run you through indices and the basic rules. Just a little reminder really. The first rule of indices I refer to it as times you add. And I say that a lot in the questions. So times, here's an indices problem. So you've got 2 to the power 3, here's the index numbers here, the 3 and that power there. So 2 to the power 3 times 2 to the power 2 will be 2 times itself 3 times, there they are there. There, and then 2 times itself twice, and in total you've got 5, so it's 2 to the power 5, isn't it? So we can infer the rule now, can't we? When we times things with indices with the same base number, they're called the base numbers, and here's the index. Times, you just add the numbers, add the indexes together, don't you? Yeah, the indices together. So times you add, so let's write that down the rule then. A to the m, which this is just a general way to write it, times a to the n is a to the m plus n. So times you add then. There's our first rule. So from that we should make a bit more progress now. So divide you minus. Here's an example here. 3 to the 4 over 3 cubed. When you write them down long-windedly, you can see that those 3 of those will cancel, and there's always a 1, lot of, so there's a 1 there. There's a 3 left on top, so 3 over 1, which is 3 to the power 1. So can you see that to go from this to 1, you'd have to take the top take the bottom. So divide you minus top take bottom. So let's write that rule down then. It's a to the m divided by a to the n is equal to a to the m minus n. So there it is there. I'll just squeeze it in there. Okay, and that's divide you minus. And I also mentioned top take bottom, so it's careful. It does matter which way around you do it. So it's top take bottom when you do that. So it was the 4 take the 3, and that was 1. So you do the m take the n that way round. Okay, so that's important as well. And then the next one is power u times. So let's have a go at that one then. Okay, power u times. So here's an example of a power. That's what we mean when we say that. So you've got 4 squared cubed, so that's 4 squared times itself 3 times. So there they are there. There's 3 of those. And then when you write that out long-windedly, it's 4 times 4, 4 times 4, and 4 times 4, which when you tally it up is 4 to the power 6. So can you see how you went from here to here? Basically you did 2 lots of 3. You times 2 by 3 to get 6, yeah? So power u times, and that's the rule there. So we can write that down algebraically. A to the m to the power n is equal to a to the m times n. Power u times. There's the rule. So this is the rule 1, so to speak. We can label that 1, 2, 3. Now from these 3 rules, there's other rules that follow. Like for example, if you use the divide rule, for instance, and you put 2 squared over 2 squared, you can see that would be 4 over 4, and that works out 1. And 1, anything to the power 1, if you use the rules for indices, you'd say top take bottom, wouldn't you? 2 take 2 is 0, so that would be 2 to the 0, using the rule from indices above. So see that? 2 to the 0 equals 1, and that actually holds in general as well. So let's put that down. So the other rule that we will often use is a to the power 0. Anything to the power 0 is 1. We'll do a few examples on that to illustrate that as well, of course, in the problems. And another rule we can infer from this here is if we have 1 over something. So the rule, I'm going to write down the rule first. A to the minus m is equal to 1 over a to the m. And that also follows. That rule follows as well. Why would that follow? If we look at our rules for indices, we can write the 1 as a to the 0, because we've just done that, haven't we? So we could put a 0 there, a to the 0, because that's 1, so that could be replaced by a to the 0. Then we use the rules for indices, top take bottom. 0 minus m is minus m. 0 minus m, because the m is underneath this time, yeah? You get a to the minus m. So these 2 rules, all I'm saying really, is these 2 rules, it's not difficult to illustrate that they follow from these rules above. So there's about 5 in total, 4 and number 5. There's 5 rules in total then that we'll use regularly through the questions, when we move things around. So you basically can move things up to ground level from underneath a fraction to ground level if you flip the index. Anything to the power 0 is 1. Power u times, divide you minus, top take bottom, and times you add. And that's it. So all there is to indices, everything else follows from these simple rules. Okay then guys, all the best in the section, and I'll catch you again. Cheers!